from Moanalua High School, in association with Medimac,
giving voices to stories untold.
We are Now Loading News.
Aloha and welcome to another episode of Now Loading News. I'm Caleb Casinas.
And I'm Jocelyn Bonilla. It's a brand new month and we have a lot to share with you.
We are quarter way through the school year and our fall sports have finally kicked off. In fact, some of our teams are doing well this season. Like our girls bowling team is leading in the OIA.
Reporter Elizabeth Kulopo got an inside look at this year's cheerleading team.
Just last week, both JV and varsity teams won first place in their preseason competitions. Our varsity cheerleading team is working toward defending their state title. The team will be facing many challenges with a smaller squad and a new addition.
Every time you land a trick, it's like a really good feeling.
Elijah Pachert is a student at Moanalua High School. However, when he is not in school, Elijah loves being in the air.
Tricking is like a mixture of breakdancing, taekwondo, tumbling, and capoeira. My friend Tommy, he showed me what parkour and freerunning is, and then I wanted to try it.
Well, when I first met him, he didn't really know anything. The only thing he could do was a backflip. We helped him fix his backflips, and now he's really good now. I remember when he looked up to me as inspiration, and now he's an inspiration to many.
Elijah's talent in tricking and parkour landed him a spot on the varsity cheerleading team.
He has, parkour experience, so I was pretty impressed. And the fact that he could tumble was just a plus.
Although Elijah knew how to tumble, there was still so much about cheerleading that he had yet to learn.
He's gonna have to adjust a lot.
In cheerleading, there's a certain form of how to do stuff, and then tricking, you can just do anything you want.
They benefit as far as the strength of him and throwing him in stunts and teaching him how to stunt. Our tumbling has gotten, obviously we add one more to how much people can tumble on the team.
In an effort to defend their state title, Coach Blossom welcomed Elijah onto the team as the first male since 2012.
Moanalua's had all girls kind of for a few years now, so I'm just looking for a different impact it would have. When we go to competition, when we go to games, our first game, I felt like he was the crowd favorite. Yeah, so far he's doing really good. He catches on fast, and he's been able to, bond with the girls really well so far.
And that's all the motivation he needs to finish the season strong. Elizabeth Kulopo, Now Loading News.
One of our reporters, Noel Puya, got in touch with a student to gain insight on what life is like for a member of the LGBT community.
Seth Ives Hubin is known for being a character on the stage in many of his drama class plays, but what many don't know is his struggle dealing with his true self off the stage.
I would have to say that I realized when I was gay approximately in 6th grade of elementary school, and I really didn't want to acknowledge it. I felt like growing up, being gay was not the thing to be, and so middle school came. I still try to push those feelings away, and then freshman year of high school was when I was I can't hide this anymore. So last year I came out completely.
As part of the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender community, otherwise known as the LGBT plus group, Moanalua High School Junior Seth Ives Hubin has recently been able to truly reveal himself without any judgment stopping him.
The first group of people that I came out to was a group of friends, and we all sat down around a circle, and I said that I needed to say something. I was just bringing myself up to get there, and I came out once as bisexual instead of gay. Which for me was just a stepping stone before I came out as, gay. I wanted to shield myself because I thought that people are gonna just, bully me and attack me and, just come for me all the time. After coming out, then I felt powerful, and, I felt like I could be myself around people. And then later on along the line, I started getting into fashion and makeup, and it's it's just a really fun experience so far.
With Seth's friends and teachers' love, it has encouraged him to express his feminine side as Scheherazade, also known as Shezi Springs, after being inspired by his favorite show, RuPaul's Drag Race.
So before being a drag queen, I was that that kid who would just, stay in his own little bubble and nobody would talk to him, and nor would I talk to anyone. And I would try and, distance myself away from people as much as possible. But now, like, I could just walk into a room and be outgoing from day one.
Here.
This is the first year that he's actually, like, really come out. Like, he comes to school dressed, he gets ready here, he puts on makeup. For me, I'm fine with that. He's just being who he is, yeah.
However, Seth encounters obstacles from his family.
My family doesn't support me doing drag, or they don't support me being even gay. So in order for me to respect their boundaries, I come and do it at school and then take it off before I go home. When I first started doing drag, I was really expecting, all this negative feedback, but when I came to school that day and the first time I came in drag, it was complete opposite. If it wasn't for that, I don't think I would keep doing it.
But you need to. Some gloves or something.
However, with the support of his friends and teachers, Seth endures the negativity.
There will be people that will try to bring him down, but don't listen to them because what they say is just their opinion. They're entitled to it, but it doesn't matter to him because he's being himself, and that's all that's important.
Being showered with all that love and support and, from our school especially, made me feel really good.
He's more himself and shows a lot more now than before. Before he was not really confident.
It made me feel like maybe the world isn't such a bad place after all.
And with that mindset, Seth will continue to do the things he enjoys most in life. Noah Puya, Now Loading News.
I think it's a great way to see a student with that much courage to do what makes him happy.
On another note, for our next segment, here's Trina Tran and Aaron Nomura with Now Trending.
Our homecoming theme this year was the Homecoming Games, where each class or district compete against each other.
Get it? Like Hunger Games, but homecoming games?
Yeah, we get it. Every year, each class compete in competitions such as cheer, parade, and volleyball.
Did you see how amazing our homecoming king and queen looked?
Oh my gosh, yes. Melina's dress and Ryan's tux. Wow. Well, homecoming week was so lit. If you weren't there, you were definitely missing out.
From seniors winning the volleyball game to the night pep rally with no lights, there were many highlights to this year's homecoming.
And still trending is Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. Debates have officially started, and it seems like priorities are not to discuss the plans, but to make each other look bad.
Did you know it was the most watched televised presidential debate in history? More than 80 million people tuned in to see Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump bicker on who's the better candidate. Let's see what students around school had to say if they were president.
If you were president, what would you do?
Well, society's so messed up today, I wouldn't know where to start.
I would make sure I would get paid the most and then distribute it evenly to everybody in Hawaii.
I'd make peace with all the country.
I would say no homework for all schools in the nation.
I would help the homeless. We would have more charities for like homeless people. We would help global warming.
Who do you want to vote for president?
It's a tough one.
Hillary Clinton.
Sanders?
How about you? Hillary Clinton. All day.
We'll definitely look forward to October 9th to see if this next debate is really a debate.
Well, that's all the trends we have for you today. I'm Trina Tran.
And I'm Erin Namura. And that's what's trending.
Thanks, Trina and Aaron, for another great segment of Now Trending. It's been quite difficult to miss all the people out on the streets playing Pokemon Go.
I agree. In fact, one of our reporters, Lennon Sullivan, got a closer look on the game that took the world by storm.
The Pokemon Go app is an interactive game that allows users to go to various locations to collect Pokemon. It enables gamers to go outside and interact with other users. However, the game has become a subject of great controversy.
Pokemon Go is an augmented reality app that encourages people to go out and spend time with other people and interact and meet new people.
Pokemon Go is an app that was launched this year and has captured the attention of millions across the world. In this virtual game, players walk around to catch Pokemon that appear to be right in front of them on their smart devices. The more they move, the more the Pokemon show up.
Well, I'm not quite sure about all the information about the game, but I do know that it is addicting and it allows everybody to get out.
I like playing it because it gets me to go out and actually hang out with my friends rather than sitting behind a computer monitor or talking to them over the phone.
I think it's a good thing. I like it.
I saw it online and I downloaded it to irritate my kids, and it's kind of fun to play.
As the game's popularity increased, it also raised some safety concerns for the players. According to USA Today, there has been multiple reports of crime since the release of the game back in July.
I've heard that people walked off cliffs, a father and son, and I've heard it lures kids in predators use it to lure kids to them.
The only problem that I see is that it's so addicting that people would rather do that, of course, than their work, and therefore they're not getting their work done that they need to get done.
There's a certain area in Chinatown where I make a lot of arrests, and there are a lot of violent people there, and it's a high drug, it's a weed and seed area. Don't let Pokemon Go take you to a place where you've never been before, because it's probably, get yourself in danger, or it's not that safe.
But aside from these minor cautions, players still find a way to have fun and enjoy playing the game.
I guess, as most kids, I feel like there's a foreign language they speak, and because we play together, I can understand a little bit more of what he's talking about and the terms he uses, and it's just the one way that brought us a little bit closer together.
It's very enjoyable to actually interact with people and get out and see new things, see new places.
And it's fun, and it gets you out there walking around, which is great.
Pokemon Go has friends and family on their feet and out the door, bringing people together on their quest to catch them all. Lennon Sullivan, Now Loading News.
I didn't know such a fun app would impact society in such a negative way.
Me either, but it's important to understand the risks of playing Pokemon Go to allow both players and non-players live in a safer community.
I agree. Well, this sums up our first show of the year. For more news on what's going on at school, be sure to follow our Twitter and Instagram at MOHS Broadcast, and check out our new website, nowloadingnews.com. I'm Caleb Casinas.
And I'm Jocelyn Bonilla. Loading is now
complete.